Welcome to episode 18 of the Moms That Read podcast. I'm Kaylee.
I'm McKenzie.
And I'm Katarina. Today we're going to talk about our April book club book, Trial of the Sunqueen, which we all really enjoyed.
Yeah,
so
I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
But
so
it was
McKenzie's picks
was.
because it was her birthday.
And you picked a good one. So
Yeah.
I'm really glad that I did. Before we get into that, though, do we want to do recent reads?
Yeah. I just finished this morning Practice Makes Perfect. Which, okay, so it's Sarah Adams, and Kaylee's been begging me to read her stuff because she's not overly spicy, and like she was like, oh, you'll love her stuff. I read One in Rome, the first book, and I didn't like it. And so I was kind of like putting Practice Makes Perfect off, thinking like, I'm going to hate this. I 5-starred it. I thought it was fantastic.
I'm so happy you loved it. I was like,
oh,
not sure what I was going to say if you didn't love it.
Oh, it was so good. Like the MMC was just like, amazing. And then I think I really liked it because I felt like I was Annie.
Yeah.
So Annie is like, how do you describe her? Like perfect angel child. Like
quiet.
Everyone thinks that she's like this goody two shoes. So they're always like, oh, Angel Annie. Yeah. She like doesn't cuss, like all that kind of stuff. Yeah. And so she ends up falling in love with the tattooed bodyguard.
Oh,
and they practice date.
So
he
cute.
teaches her how to date.
Oh,
But the whole time they've liked each other since the beginning.
I've got to read this.
It was so cute.
So
cute. And like
that.
I am not one that like openly laughs when I read, really.
Yeah.
I was like literally giggling for like 50% of that book.
Yeah.
So
I love that.
it
you
was
see
so
why
good.
I read it like multiple times.
Oh,
it's my
so
comfort
good.
book.
Ooh.
It's
The
so
baseball
good.
scene is probably the best. It's so
you can't tell her
good. I don't
anything.
Please don't.
It's so good.
No.
But
I
yeah, it
honestly
redeemed it
didn't
for
know
me.
how you were going to take the baseball scene. Whether you were going to like it or if you were going to think it was cringe.
I mean, I could see why people would be like, that's just weird.
But it was
I thought
hilarious.
it was hilarious. I thought it was great. And then I immediately was like, I need Beg, Borrow, and Steal.
Yeah.
So I'll read it soon.
Yeah.
So good.
I just finished reading, or I'm actually almost done reading Cash.
Yeah, I didn't know what that was. You posted about it.
It's another cowboy romance.
Ugh, not my thing.
I like it so far. I'm like, I don't even know. It's Elsie Silver-esque. Like, it's
Who
not
is
Elsie
it?
Silver. Let me look, because I don't know. Jessica Peterson.
I saw the cover and I was like, absolutely not my thing.
I'm 88% done.
Oh,
So, like, I'm
you'll
almost
finish
done.
it like in the morning.
I'll finish it tonight probably, but because I just need to know what happens now. But I like it, so it's cute. It's giddy up cowboy, you know.
We love that. We love that.
Yeah.
Well, I am making my way through my tandem audio read.
Yeah.
That's a big one.
It's a big one. I think I have a total of like less than 30 hours left. That sounds so daunting, but it started out as like close
50?
to like 50.
It's like 1,400 pages. Between the
Yeah,
two. It's a
but
lot.
the only thing I keep telling myself is that I'll be done with 2 books, and then
Yeah,
I'll have
exactly.
Kingdom of Ash.
Exactly.
So I'm like, okay, I don't mind it though, because a lot of people are like, my brain, whatever. I see
I
that,
like it.
but the way that Throne of Glass was started from the beginning with how, because I remember reading Throne of Glass and be like, or not, which one was the one that immediate was like, was it
Assassin's
Queen of
Blade.
Shadows
Oh.
that kind of jumped around?
Yeah.
Okay, because I remember listening to
I
that
don't
saying,
remember,
what is she doing? And then when you bring in the witches,
You had
Yes.
3 different POVs.
oh yeah. And there was no chapter 27 Manon. There was none of that, because it didn't just, you would have the different POV of the witches. And I remember stressing out, but then now that I'm at the tandem read, it has like prepared me. I feel like I like had studied for a test, and now I'm
You're like,
passing.
I got it.
And I've got it.
Yeah.
I
It prepared you.
hated Tower of Dawn at the beginning,
I love Tower
but
of
I
Dawn.
love Chaos. I love Chaos so much.
Yeah.
But
Just
I
wait
do
till you
too.
get to the end. I'm so excited for you to get to the
It's
end.
so funny too. Kale is like either really, really loved or really, really hated.
And
And
I
I have
love-
loved him from
I
the
love
beginning.
them.
I never had an
Same.
issue with him.
No, and I love
Never
him
had
and
an issue.
Irene. But I did want to give a little blurb, because right before that I listened to The Fall Risk.
Oh, I told you it was
Oh
great.
my gosh, I need a whole book about this man
yes.
stalking her.
Yes.
I needed
Yes.
it. I needed the whole book.
It's so good.
So Abby
So good.
Jimenez,
Yeah.
you can still release that. I
Yeah.
would go back and read it.
I would
Everybody
too.
loves it so much. Let's
Yes.
just write
I
a
would
whole
too.
book.
It was so good.
Make it a long book.
Please.
Do we want to reveal our next book club book?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's
Okay.
do it.
So we will be reading On Wings of Blood, which I picked the 3 books because my birthday's in May. And I'm obsessed with dark academia right now. And it apparently is like Harry Potter meets like Twilight. So like Twilight-esque in a school.
It has blown up on TikTok right now.
And literally, I feel like all 3 of the books that we picked were pretty pretty popular. It was like everyone picked that book.
Yeah,
so
it was a landslide.
I guess we're picking that one. So
I'm
excited. I think it's
too.
gonna be good. I wasn't necessarily wanting to do heavy romance or not heavy fantasy back to back, but I think it'll be different enough that it'll be fine.
I think Trialofthesunqueen was just. I would recommend Trialofthesunqueen to people who want to get into fantasy.
Yeah, I would too.
Who are looking
wasn't
for
overly
something
fantasy.
that's not.
There wasn't that much fantasy. Period. Honestly,
No, other than them being
kind
fae.
of like Metal Slinger. To be
Oh,
honest.
okay.
I just
like
started that today.
Yeah.
I really like that.
To where it's not super fantasy, but there's
It's just
fantasy
like elements.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean,
okay.
other than really like Atlas's powers.
Right. And the different
wasn't-
worlds make it fantasy.
Yeah,
Well, not
but-
even worlds, but different
but
kingdoms.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. I'm very interested, and I will be reading the next book because I want to know how this continues.
It ended very
abruptly.
Yeah.
Probably on purpose.
Oh, I'm sure because
Yeah.
she's like, yeah, you got to read that.
But
You
I
gotta read
also
the
really
next one
enjoyed. It was a very fast-paced book.
Oh yeah.
And I read it in less than 3 days.
So I know
Yeah.
on Instagram, like whenever we were posting about it, we said it was ACOTAR
Yep.
meets
Yeah.
Hunger Games. Is that what we said?
Yeah.
But I think
No,
it's
ACOTAR
more
meets Bachelor.
meets
Bachelor.
I think it's more Throne of Glass
Yes.
Yes.
Bachelor.
Yeah.
Okay, I agree with that too.
rather than
Yeah,
ACOTAR.
Yes,
Agreed.
definitely.
Agreed.
I
With
do
the
too.
games and trials.
Yeah, with the games and trials, and then in the prison. You know what I mean? Like it's very much more Throne
That
of Glass vibes.
prison was like,
oh my gosh. Yeah, it was
gosh.
wild. And then her being in that ditch.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, speaking of that, I thought she was gonna be able to get out because I thought the water was gonna rise enough that she would
Yeah.
just get out.
Swim to the top.
It didn't happen.
Okay. 100%.
I was like waiting for it, and then it was like, oh, it
Did she
didn't
fought
rain that
mermaids in the water? I'm like, you gonna swim out of that hole? Yeah. No, I thought the same thing. I was like, ma'am.
much. Oh, that's so funny.
But just, I did it first because this is a very different written book.
Yeah.
It has your first person point of view from, oh my God, I just forgot her name. Laura's point of view.
Nadir is
But
third.
then Nadir is third POV.
Yeah.
And
Did
so
not
I
like
thought,
that.
I didn't like it at first.
I didn't like Nadir's chapters at all until I figured out who he was.
Right.
I was like, I don't know who this
And
is.
I think I like it because it gives us an outside perspective of what's happening within all of them. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. My brain just doesn't like stuff like that.
When they switch
though.
back and forth.
Yeah. But like also I don't like that, and y'all know I don't like when it switches from like past to present. So my brain, it just doesn't. That might be why we didn't even say our ratings.
We like literally didn't even like.
Jumped into
Yeah. We didn't even intro that we were.
I was
gonna start our
about
own.
to say that's probably why I gave it 4 instead of 5
Okay,
stars,
yeah.
because like I just didn't particularly enjoy that. But I did see somewhere where she said the other books are not like that.
As
So,
far oh,
I will continue.
Oh.
interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, so fun fact, I initially ranked it 4 stars, and then I read Fearless, and then I went back and gave it 5 stars. Because I was
Like,
like,
oh, this is so much better.
yeah, I was like, this book is way better.
So Fearless is the benchmark.
Yes, I was like,
Ooh.
I remember,
That's
I
kinda
literally, I think it updated.
I feel
think I did
bad
it before I
for
came
4-starring Onyx Storm now after Fearless.
here. Right?
What would you give it 5 star now?
No.
No,
I might just rate Fearless
you could never
lower.
convince me.
3.5.
Yeah.
So
I don't
funny.
know.
So I literally went back and changed it to 5 because I'm still thinking about how much I really liked that book, and I finished it over a week ago.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
And so it was true. I saw this TikTok, and it was like, this is one of these books that if you read the first 50 pages, you're gonna be hooked
The first
immediately.
line.
Mhm.
That
The first
beast
line.
like stole my soap.
The
I'm like,
first
oh my
line
God.
was
I thought the first
wild.
line was
Insane.
gonna just deter you. So I'm glad
No,
that
I
like, got you
actually
in.
heard from a lot of people before reading it that the first line was like wild. So I was like, "What's this first line?"
I just love when there's unhinged stuff in books.
Me too.
I
like-
liked it.
She's wild, and I can get behind it.
I liked it.
She's feral.
I 5-starred it. I 5-starred it right away. If a book can keep me hooked, and a book can keep me hooked quick enough that I can like read it quickly,
Yes.
then you're gonna automatically get at least 1 star higher.
Absolutely.
And I literally was like, I can't put this book down. I really liked it. And I love games and trials, and I read a ton of games and trials, and some people just don't do it well. This one was good. And I actually put in Fable, I love like The Challenge and Survivor and Big Brother. At least the first trial, which we'll talk about, is literally something she probably got from the Challenge TV show. Like it is.
Oh, okay.
I would not be shocked if she was like, yeah, my inspiration was from that. And I was like, okay, that's really cool, because I could totally, like, I've totally watched stuff like that before.
I hate games and trials because
I
of.
love it.
I don't hate it. I end up liking them after I read them, but when they just don't interest me before I read it.
Yeah.
That was chef's kiss. Like it didn't even faze me that they were in trials.
Yeah, I liked it.
So
I liked
the
it a
first
lot.
one, when they were testing like knowledge, was very Farah Underground.
Who did I text? Who did I text about Tamlin? Was it you?
The Atlas was Tamlin?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah,
I was
Atlas
texting
was
you.
Tamlin.
Oh, because it was before you had read it, and I texted her. I said immediate vibes. Atlas is Tamlin. I'm calling.
I'm pretty
it
sure I
now.
didn't even say anything. I just sent like
How do you
eyes.
say
Like,
Nadir?
Nadir?
Nadir,
is
yeah.
What I said.
Rhysand,
Oh,
and
yeah.
Atlas is Tamlin.
I think we didn't really get to know Nadir, I feel like.
No.
But I think, based on what we know, I think he's going to be really endearing. Like, I think he's going to be a sweetheart.
Feel like she
That's the vibe I
left
get.
so much unsaid. Like, I have questions about lore. I have questions about Nadir.
I don't think anything was answered. Nothing was answered. I got to
Nothing.
the
You
end
said
and I was
that after
like,
you
Yes.
finished. You were like, you don't get answers to
No.
anything.
no. And
No.
I had like 20 pages left when we went to the Lauren Roberts
Yeah.
event, and I was
Yeah.
like, I have to finish this. And then
I don't know
y'all
how
were like,
you didn't finish it in the car because I would have.
Yeah. Well, then you were like, did you get your answers? Like questions answered? And I
No.
was like, no. Like not
Nothing.
a single thing.
It ends
I have
and you,
no
and you
idea.
have more questions.
I have no idea what's going to happen.
None.
But I
None.
kind of like that. Like,
Yeah.
it's kind of frustrating if you don't want to read the next one. But now I'm like, nah, I got to read the next
No,
one.
I'm going to have to read
Have
the
to
next
finish
one.
it.
I have to finish it.
Absolutely.
I'm excited to start it.
I don't see why it has. Did y'all see like the Goodread ratings?
No,
what
what
is
is it?
The Goodread rating is not good.
Really?
How?
It's like a 3.8.
What? How many ratings does it have? Maybe it's because like people just aren't appreciative anymore. It only has 10,000 ratings.
Oh.
That's nothing.
Maybe that's why our book club was like dead this month.
Maybe.
Misha
People
Tooley,
just aren't-
we're trying to put you out there, girl, because the book was
Great.
great.
She
She deserves.
has a lot of books. I looked her up
Does
after
she?
this. A lot of series.
I felt like this book was all over TikTok.
Oh, it's got
I thought so, too.
90,000 ratings and 10,000 reviews.
Oh. I was like, 10,000's nothing.
90,000.
You're right. You know what? That's still not a lot, girl.
It's still not a lot in comparison, but a lot better than 10.
Oh my goodness.
Why?
Oh, that's funny.
Oh, I guess because I just saw the word reviews and I was like, oh, that's how many ratings. I didn't know it did separate numbers.
I think Katherine Heigl has made this book bigger. She
Oh.
'Cause she
was
posted about
obsessed
it.
and was like, y'all need to read this book. And she's got like millions of followers.
Why do you think she spelled artifacts with an E?
I wondered that. I saw that.
So
I
the
don't
next
know.
one's Rule of the Aurora King.
Do y'all want to talk through the trials to start with?
We can.
We kind of talked about the question one, but basically the question, like they were asked a question, and if they got it wrong, they got dropped in the water. Or they went down a notch, right?
They went down a notch because if you've answered 5 of them wrong, you were dropped into the water
And
where these
essentially killed.
creatures were. But we realized after the fact that the true test was if you were able to
get out of that.
fight to get out of that. Yeah.
Which Lore did to save one of the
Right.
other girls.
Yeah.
Right.
So I liked that one. And again, that was totally challenge-esque. So
And
I
that's
could
also
totally see her
different
getting that.
than a lot of challenges you read in fantasy.
Yeah.
Because they had to know the history and then he manipulated it to where it would be his like own personal, like his favorite color. What? How are you supposed to know his favorite color?
But she had gotten that information from him.
Right.
Remember? Like he gave her
Right.
that book about him. He was
Tamlin.
Oh yeah.
Tamlin.
He had a
I
secret
never
agenda.
trusted him.
Right. The moment that he came off so strong with her, red flag.
And he was too perfect.
Absolutely.
Too perfect.
The fact that he was blonde, Tamlin. red flag.
Tam.
Like
It.
I could not.
Oh my gosh! All the bad
you not
ones
noticed
are
that?
blonde.
all the blonde. That's like
I'm
a thing
blonde.
in fantasy. Oh, you're fine.
Wait,
In
what about the
Metal Singer,
redheads?
though, they're all blonde, and I was like, oh, that's weird.
Okay, well, I'm always a side character, so I'm always the
I
side
can't
character that
say
dies.
anything. I plead the fifth.
Was that? Did I notice something?
No.
Okay.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm literally 2 chapters in. Like, I barely started. But she doesn't have blonde hair, so she's probably not from there. Okay.
shut up, Katarina.
I have no
Did
idea
I
what
already
you're
notice
talking about.
something?
No, not anything that you're gonna. Not the plot twist.
Okay.
But
No,
you did, I mean, you
it's
know
okay.
something.
Rowan Whitehorn. He's blonde.
Yes.
Rowan's blonde.
Okay.
He's like white though, isn't he? It's like white blonde.
No, he's blonde.
Is it just
Rowan
blonde?
saves us all.
Thank you, Rowan.
Thank you, Rowan, for existing.
Because I was just going through all of mine.
They're all
brunettes.
all the blondes are typically the bad ones, which is ironic.
That's so sad. Justice for the blondes.
Mm-hmm. I always liked blonde growing up, like blonde guys.
I am.
I don't know why.
I don't think
like
did.
brunettes.
Zac Efron.
His
Edward
brother's on
Cullen.
the Traitors right now.
Yeah.
His what?
His brother is on the Traitors TV show right now.
I've seen people.
I'm
talking
obsessed
about
with
him.
Traitors. Oh, it's so good.
I have no
But
idea
his
what that
brother
is.
is not as attractive. But he's like a lot smarter. Like he's like the brain of the show right now, which is interesting. But
You know who's not a villain? Robert Irwin.
why is he blowing up right now?
Why is he not?
What?
Have you seen the videos of him?
No. I mean, I've known him since he was like 6.
That's the problem.
But, like-
Okay.
That's part of the problem.
That explains
So I-
so much. Okay. If you have seen the Bonds advertisements, you know what we're
The
talking
Bonds?
about.
I don't know
We'll
that.
show you off camera.
We will.
Okay.
But you know what we're talking about.
Well,
He's like
Robbie?
young though, isn't he?
He's
Yeah.
21.
I was gonna say
He's,
a little too young.
he's
21.
no longer a minor.
He's no longer a minor
So it's legal.
in more ways than one. Anyways, so we were just scrolling on the book talk, and I love Dancing with the Stars.
I watched it for a long time.
I
haven't
love
watched it
Dancing with.
recently.
He's
but
going to be on Dancing with the Stars.
his Bindi won.
Yes.
Oh.
And so Robert's
Like
on
years-
Dancing
10
with.
years ago, probably.
I watched that one.
I did too.
I've watched Dancing
I used to
with
watch
the
it
Stars
when
forever.
younger.
Yeah.
So Robert Irwin's going to be on Dancing with the Stars. So I was looking it up on TikTok because she had texted it to me.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, I scroll up one.
Is it that guy?
Oh my God. It's freaking Channing Irwin, whatever his name is.
Channing Irwin.
His name
He's our
isn't
new
Channing
Australian
Irwin.
book talker.
Oh, that's his name. His last name's no, it's not.
No,
Irwin.
it's not
not.
Irwin.
It's
That's just what
not.
I
I was
call
like, there's
him.
no way.
'Cause
He
he
looks
has
like
a-
Channing Tatum, though. His
Yeah.
face looks like it.
Yeah.
He does. And we sent it to Katarina. I was like, we should try and get him on the podcast. And Katarina was like, oh, he looks nice. His name is L.D. Bateman. We were over there salivating on Wednesday night over this man.
If
And
you
she
want to
was,
be
like,
on our
sending it in the group
podcast,
chat. And
That's
Katarina
so
was
funny.
like, he seems so fun.
Was I not supposed to say that?
It just went right
It's
over
just
your
like-
head. Right over your head.
Yeah, I didn't.
Like,
but
literally.
he loves reading and he just wants a place to talk about books.
So
like
we can
moms
talk.
to read.
Yeah.
I've just been introduced to the book talk community.
Book talk.
All right, mate.
Literally,
I watched Survivor.
please
Australia,
read me
and-
a
which is
freaking
amazing, actually.
history book,
And it
and
just
I will
reminds me
listen
of
to
that.
it.
I know.
Like, you get on a podcast, LD Bateman, whoever you are, and read literally anything.
Can we tag him in this and be like, come on our like next episode?
Please.
Absolutely.
Tell me your favorite book.
Oh my
we'll
gosh.
talk all the books.
He has blown up on. He
He's
has
a guy in book talk
100 and no, because he is
and that.
a beautiful specimen who sounds like the Great Down Under. Like 101,000 followers.
That's wild.
now. He had what 40,000
Yeah.
Wednesday night whenever I was showing it to her.
When you
Girl,
talked
blow
about
that up.
watching Survivor Australia, I thought you were about to talk about your accent.
My accent.
I thought you were about to tell me you had a really good accent because you watched Survivor Australia. I was like, okay,
hilarious.
slow down, Katarina.
I did not
Anyways.
say that.
I thought that's
so
where that was going.
funny. That's hilarious.
Okay, back to the
Back to
scheduled
Trial of the
programming.
Okay, so the second trial. I think it was the gauntlet, right? That was second. Because the dance was when all that came, like with Nadir came out. So it would make sense for that to be
Yes,
the third.
the dance or the gauntlet was second, so it was like physical strength.
AKA Fourth Wing all over again.
Yes, when I saw the word gauntlet, I think I seized a little bit. I was like, huh. PTSD from that because did us dirty with the gauntlet.
Yeah.
What was her friend? I really liked the two girls that were her friends who became her friends.
Yeah. I don't remember their names.
I don't
They had
remember their
weird
names
names.
either. They did, but I
Once
thought it was interesting as you got into the trial because Laura had no idea how these trials worked. I liked that it came out that he literally that all of them died 2 years
Yeah.
prior to that trial because of some freak accident that happened. And then
They
everybody was
just wanted
like,
to
let's
retry
forget
it.
it. And they
Yeah.
retried it. And then if you don't make it as the contestant, you still serve the king and queen. Like, you are not allowed to get married.
You're done.
Still a
Like,
maid.
your life's over.
I thought that was crazy. And I was like, why is no one concerned about that to begin with?
No, it was like brushed over.
No one.
So you're like a
everyone-
slave the rest of your
Yeah.
life. You either win or you're a slave.
Right.
Which is
And-
why at the end she got put in the prison,
Right.
which is wild.
And then Nadir came for her.
That's wild.
It's making me really want to read the second one right now.
Yeah.
I got other
This is
things
so
to read.
random, and this was just like my thought just now. So I thought Laura was a weird name, and when you like, I would think there'd be an E on the end. I wonder if it's like short for something that's like means
could.
something like princessy.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It
It just
could.
it's a very
Queenie.
weird like unfinished name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. That was just like my random thought just now.
No, I could see that.
Okay, wait. I don't remember, but did Atlas ever find out that she was the long lost queen?
No, because I don't think
Because
that
she
was
hid
even
it from him, right?
That
Was
was,
it ever-
never explicitly
It was
said,
never said.
but I think there's been enough
Pieces
Or maybe
we
that was the
know.
thing he knew about her.
Maybe
that because
think it ever
I think
explicitly
she's
said it, though.
connected to the Heart Kingdom.
Oh, yeah, I think so.
And I just saw this on Goodreads. So earlier in the episode, I was like, and it's because I saw the name of the 4th book.
Didn't the mirror
is it a
confirm
spoiler?
that
Yeah,
she
I think
was
so.
Oh,
the
maybe.
amulet she wore?
Yes, because the mirror was like, you're basically royalty, but you're not my royalty.
Okay.
Like, you're not.
So I
because
think
the
it's
mirror
implied,
was
Yeah,
their
but I don't think it's been
artifact.
explicitly
Okay.
like said.
Do you want to see the name of it? I won't say it, but do you want to see it? Because I
Yes.
just scrolled down.
What is it?
Oh,
Yeah. So that makes
Oh,
sense.
yeah, that makes sense.
I was like, darn, I did that to myself.
so the third was the dance, right? With they had to go on the
Yes.
dance and get the.
Mhm.
I
Whatever it
cannot
was.
figure out Gabriel. I can't figure out what he's playing at because he seems very
I really like him and I
loyal.
really hate him. Like depending on the
Right.
part of the book.
Because during the dance, it was almost
Yeah.
like he wanted Nadir to figure out who she was, and she
Yes.
wanted to realize what was happening.
I wonder if Atlas has him so like wrapped up that
Yeah.
he's worried to turn, but he doesn't actually agree.
He did
That's my
make it.
thought.
He did make a statement where he was like, "This is what I'm bound to do,"
Yeah.
which makes me think.
I wonder if
he's
they
in
have a
some
blood
sort of-
oath or something.
Right?
Also, he kept
Throne of
making
Glass.
comments like
Yeah.
he came
For
off.
sure.
Do it.
Throne of Glass.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. He came off like he didn't like her, but he also would make comments like, "I really don't want to like you, but I do."
Yeah.
Right.
And so I'm like, "You were told not to like her."
Yeah.
hmm And I think, and he's actually
a
friends
secret
with
spy?
Nadir.
Yeah,
He's
is he,
friends
like,
with Nadir,
I
so
know.
I'm really curious to see what happens with Gabriel because Lucian, is that you?
Yeah.
I'm telling you, the parallels are freaking me out.
Yeah.
But I mean, I like it. I still like it, even though people don't like copycat stuff like that. I still liked it. It was
Yeah.
unique in its own way.
Yeah.
But there's a lot to come with Gabriel, I think, and there is just so much I think that's going to come out about the Sun King.
Yeah.
Atlas is just, I think he's about to be a
Horrible.
kid.
Yeah.
Like, cray cray.
Tam
Yeah.
Tam.
Yeah, I
Oh,
agree.
yeah.
Well, the last trial was Alice's illusion, where they were on that hill, like that
Yeah.
like ledge, and they had to survive. And then you realized
Yes.
that like she could just like touch right through it, and it was fake.
That was crazy to
And she
me.
had to go through the maze
Mm-hmm.
with her.
And the
sibling.
loved ones, like, you had to be able to,
Yeah, that was wild.
guide them.
right.
I wonder. I wrote on here like, are the siblings going to come into play more? Because she talked about them constantly, but they were never in the book
Yeah.
really.
Right,
So
just
I
in
wonder
the
if they're going to
beginning.
have some kind of bigger role. Like,
Probably
later.
now.
Yeah. Now that they've been part of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because she's like so obsessed with them, but they like
Because now
really
that
weren't there.
Nadir has rescued her from this prison,
Mm-hmm.
is she going to get her siblings from the prison? I also want, like, I need to know more about this prison. Why is it the way that it is? Why were all the humans sent there?
Yeah.
That part, I don't think we've learned enough
No, I don't either.
about all the different kingdoms. And she really didn't give us even any information, even on, like, Laura's family history.
Yeah.
Well, and they basically were like, Laura did nothing, but she's here anyway.
Right.
So, like,
But
is she there because her siblings did something and she, like,
Ryan, isn't that Nadir's dad? Is that how you said his name?
was it Rion?
Right.
I mean, yeah, I would say Ryan.
Yeah.
He, like, his obsession over her
Yeah.
was interesting. And why?
I was gonna
Why?
say lineage, but then it might be a whole Kit Kai situation where
Yeah.
she's like related to him, and I don't think that's gonna happen.
No,
Maybe
I think it's because
he knew, like,
Mhm.
of
He knew
their
she is.
Yeah, he knew who she was.
because I 100% in true fantasy fashion, she's a queen of something, and like she's of royalty, or she has this unmistakable power.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like I know that that's going to come to light because that's just how these
Fantasy.
stories track.
Right.
But why are they restricting her?
Mm-hmm.
Because of everything that was laid out, I immediately was like, oh, the Heart Queen, like it's been abandoned, but like what's the connection if her parents only died 12 years ago, but that was abandoned a longer time ago?
Yeah.
That's the part where I'm like, I don't know that connection, but what do they not want Heart doing, and why was she sent to that prison to prevent it?
Right.
Those are my questions.
Yeah, I have a lot of questions.
I do too.
The ending was like Nadir got her, and then it
And that
was
was
like
it?
done.
Yeah.
And you're like, who is he? We still don't really know
We still
who
have
he
no
is.
idea who he is. He hates his father because his father seems like Edric or Edric.
So is he a Kai? Where he's
Or
like,
Dorian's dad.
Ooh,
yeah. ooh,
Yeah. I can see that too.
Ooh, yeah, I don't know.
Throne of Glass again.
Honestly, like I love that though. Like kind of sprinkle it all in.
I like this better than Throne of Glass.
Oh,
Don't talk to me,
Sorry.
Katarina. No, man.
Honestly, I think it's because of the writing style. I don't think
Yeah.
Sarah J. Maas I have to like think about more
Sarah
so. This
J.
was I
Maas
could just like
writes
read
on a
this.
level that I have never seen before.
Yeah,
Which is why it's
Yeah.
the best series.
But like,
oh,
I want to know what her brain looks like.
oh my gosh.
I want to see her notes. for
Like
these
her
books.
writing room.
Yeah.
I need to see her
and the
writing
fact that
room.
all of her books like
Right.
and the ones that are different series.
Like when there are 4 plot lines and you're able to talk about third person POV within each of those
Yeah.
for different.
I wonder if she writes one full plot line
And then goes in like intermingling.
and then figures out where it would break up and then puts
She
chapters.
has to.
Yeah,
Has
otherwise
to.
it's too confusing.
She was young when she wrote that too.
Really?
She started Throne of Glass when she was a teenager still.
I really
Didn't know that.
need Azrael's book, please.
Eventually.
Sarah J.
Maybe.
Maas, please
Eventually.
continue writing Akatar. Thank you.
I'm feral for Azrael. Thank you. Yeah. All right. Is it time to talk about our TBR right now?
Yeah, I was
Or-
gonna say I pretty
wait,
much
did we-
feel like we've talked most. I
Do
feel like we
wanna
have
do our
so
one-star
many.
reviews?
Yes.
Oh, 1-star reviews.
I feel like
yes.
there's so many questions with this book still.
There
that, like,
are.
I don't
We're just gonna
know.
have
We're going to have to do
continue
a
Maybe-
follow up.
We could always do like one after the series.
Yeah.
Once
read it
all
all
of them are
series.
finished. Yeah. I mean, they're quick. I could probably finish them this summer. I don't know. My TBR list right now.
Oh my
Yeah,
god,
my
mine's
TBR is
ridiculous.
feral.
My priorities are the things that we're like discussing. But then I've got to finish Throne of Glass. Got to. It's
We
10
will.
hours
We're
up.
gonna do an episode in July,
Possibly.
possibly.
Okay.
Possibly.
I didn't like any. Like sometimes I find 1-star reviews comical. This not because I liked the book so much.
I know.
So-
Target sells the book, or this.
That's
I
what I
know you were
did.
gonna
Yeah.
say. Target sells this book, and I no longer respect Target.
Look, this one says it feels like a mix of Akatar and Hunger Games, but the Walmart version.
No, don't do her like that.
Oh my gosh. Look, they said, hold on. Gabriel hated him. Lore, somewhat of an idiot. The trials themselves were stupid. I'm hoping the next book is better, but I have low expectations.
Oh, we
So-
don't read the same things.
Yeah, no. I'm obsessed with Survivor, so I like this one. I really, really, really wanted to like this book. It's more The Bachelor meets Survivor than The Bachelor meets The Hunger Games. But that's not a gripe so much as an observation. It had a lot of potential, but it's the most disappointing book I've read all year.
What?
Oh no,
And this was in August, so like
Ew.
they had like 8 months to read.
That's crazy.
wild.
I loved it.
Wild.
I
That's
absolutely
fine.
loved it.
It's fine.
So I'm glad I picked it.
I'm excited for our TBR jar. I get excited about this every month.
No.
So every
Twilight.
month we pick our TBR jar pick, and then we talk about it. So
I
do you want to talk about yours?
finally. Okay,
One
so
True Loves.
last month McKenzie got
One True
One
Loves.
True Loves by
Yeah.
Taylor Jenkins Reid, and then I picked it. But I loved it. I
It's
gave it
so
5
good.
stars. I listened to it, and I don't listen to audiobooks.
Oh,
I am not an audiobook
That would be a
person.
good one, though.
No, it was a really good audiobook.
Mhm.
I was hooked,
Mm-hmm.
and I binged it in a day.
I'm not
Yes.
So good.
because I was working all day that day, so I put
it was
it
quick
in.
too.
Yeah.
It was so quick. It was so interesting. I'm so happy she ended up with who she ended up with. The only gripe I had with the book was after she realized she wanted to be, God, what is his name?
Jesse, Sam.
Oh,
Who did she end up with? Sam?
I hadn't read it in like 3 years.
God.
she ends up with Sam.
Anyways, after she realized that she wanted to go back to Sam and be with Sam, she still banged Jesse, and that pissed me off.
I got that vibe when she didn't know who she wanted, and then she slept with Sam, and I was like, "Don't do that to Sam." And then went and slept with Jesse.
Yeah.
I
That was
like,
my only gripe. Like, I
Yeah.
get you're in a tough
Just take it out.
situation, but you don't need to sleep with him one more time because you know you're never going to.
Right.
Again. You know what I mean?
Close that
But
chapter.
anyways,
honey.
other than that, one
Loved it.
specific gripe,
Yeah.
I loved it.
I just found out that she is super popular in Hollywood because she's married to an actor.
Oh.
Who's she married to?
I don't remember, but I saw that. I was like looking her up the other day, and I was like, "Oh my gosh!"
Oh,
I had no
Know
idea.
that?
Interesting.
Yeah, thought that was interesting.
No, I love that book too.
so
I
good.
was
You need to read another
so
one of
against
hers.
it, and then I was like, "Wow, I really like this book" because I was crying in the car.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Her talk about grief was just like, I don't know. Like I was trying to imagine. It's hard to be empathetic if you
When
haven't
you've never-
experienced
yeah.
it. But
And
the
she
way
does it
she
really good.
wrote it, I was just like, oh,
You need to read Forever Interrupted, which
Okay.
is it's technically about a mom and a mother-in-law, but this girl gets married, and this is all like the first 5 pages, so it's not spoilers. But this girl gets married, and 8 days later, her husband gets hit by a car and dies.
Oh my God, I can't.
And
read too
so
many
it's
of
like
those.
her trying to like understand all this while her mother-in-law is also grieving, and they hate each other, and then they start to like form a connection because of all that. It's
That's
so
all.
good.
She writes some hard stuff.
She's
heavy.
so good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Heavy, but like it makes you think, and it makes you like realize how that would
Oh, wow.
go, I guess.
well. I for my TBR got Yours Truly by Abby Jimenez.
Another really good
Another
one. We
good
had
one.
great ones this month.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, I'm so mad that I've not ever read one of her books. I listened to that in 3 days. I laughed the whole time. I even cried a little bit. It was so good. I loved every bit of the characters. And I even loved like the redemption between the ex-girlfriend and her, and just loved every bit of it. I was literally laying in my bed that Saturday night and in the dark just listening to my audiobook because my husband like was a track me, and I was like, I'm just gonna lay here and listen to my audiobook then because if I fall asleep, I fall asleep. But I
That
finished
was
it.
me with
Ugh.
Winter Loves. I was literally listening to it at my house while I was doing my nails.
I feel like we had a much better month this time than last time.
Yes.
Yeah.
I got Wilder by Rebecca Yarros, which I had. So like I was going to read it at some point, but I was like majorly reading slumping right now. And I was like, I need something different. I'm tired of reading. Like everything I read's the same. This was the most different romance book
It
I've ever
really
read.
is.
Because if you haven't read it, it's on a cruise ship. First of all, is the setting, which
Sweet Life of Zach and Cody.
that's part of why I loved it. I was like, this is
Sweet
like
Life on Deck.
nostalgic. Yeah. Like
Yeah.
this feels like my I don't know.
but
my-
like
my
adult
childhood.
version.
Yeah, very,
not 12-year-olds.
very adult.
Okay.
And then his profession being like a daredevil. I was like,
Yeah.
I've never seen that before either.
Right.
And so it was just like all of that together. I was like, this is so cool.
It wasn't the plot twist at the end. Like
insane.
Yes.
Insane.
Wow.
So I'm like raring to get to the next book. I
Yeah.
loved it so much.
it was really
5
good.
star. 100%.
It was really good.
So good.
It's I just haven't picked up the next book yet.
I want
Me
to.
either.
Like so bad.
Yeah.
I loved it. Absolutely loved it.
Those are really good.
Are we ready to pick our new one?
Let's pick our
Yay.
new ones.
I have like my whole
Oh my
TBR
God,
for
my
the
book
next
just
couple
fell.
weeks planned out, and I'm like, but I need to know my last book.
Where's
I
yours?
need-
I don't know.
It's in the.
Oh, it's up here.
I
got it
I
right
didn't have it.
I need to write down like the books that I need to read, like
Yeah.
on the top,
Okay.
so we can discuss that.
Who's going first?
Katarina.
Okay.
Let it be. Let it be
gosh.
Twilight. Let it be Twilight. Right.
Babylonia.
Oh, I have that. I'll bring it to you.
Okay.
Have you
What
read
is
it?
I
that?
have not, but it's heavy.
Is it?
I don't know what it's about, but like,
I think
I
I just
think it
saw
is.
that somewhere.
I think it
I
is.
just saw that on
I,
TikTok.
She
I
got it for
picked
Book of
it
the
for
Month,
you.
right?
I got it for Book of the
Yeah.
Month. I picked it for you because it's
It's like Greek mythology, isn't it?
right.
I'm gonna love it.
I thought
I'm
you would love it.
excited.
Is it Greek mythology?
Is it not?
It's something like that.
You haven't read it though, have you?
No, but I have it. I'll bring it to you
Okay.
on Sunday.
Oh, I'm excited. Okay.
Okay.
That's heavy though. Whew.
Am I going
Yeah.
next? Okay. Fragile Sanctuary by Catherine Cowles.
Ooh.
I have been really excited to read that because of Kaylee talking about it. So I'm
Nice.
excited.
Yeah,
Nice.
that's such a good
romance and suspense.
I need
right?
something different because
Nice.
I'm heavy into
Yeah.
the fantasy.
Beach Trap.
Oh, I have that. I actually was. This is weird because this morning I was like, I wonder if she's gonna pull that anytime soon. Because if not, I'm gonna sell it. That's so weird.
Oh.
It's so good. Allie Brady. I actually put her as someone we're gonna talk about in the next episode.
Okay.
But it's like a beachy type read.
Ooh, perfect.
Okay.
Yeah, I think you'll like it. It's really good, and
Okay.
it's not popular, so like
Yeah,
we could
it's,
popularize
I've
it.
never heard of that.
I think
Yeah.
you'll like
So
it
we'll
a lot.
see.
It's cute. She basically has to like remodel this beach house and
Yeah.
ends up falling in love with
Oh, love that.
Oh,
Yeah,
that
it's
kind of
cute.
sounds like Mr. Fixer-Upper by Lucy Score.
probably, but this is better because that was
Yeah,
not
because
good.
I hated that one. But it
is
wasn't
much
because of
better.
the. It wasn't because of the like plot that I
Yeah.
hated that one. It was
Yeah.
because of the.
We did this
MNC.
for my school book club one time, and every single person loved it. So I think you'll like it.
Okay,
It's
I'm
cute,
excited,
beachy.
and that's a good,
Like summary
good
read.
summary
Yeah,
read.
I have it
Yeah,
downstairs.
Yeah.
I can get it.
You'll have to let me know how it is.
perfect.
Yeah,
Yay.
awesome.
I'm literally so excited for you to read Catherine Cowles' book.
I need y'all. When I tell y'all, I am 6 fantasy books deep right now.
Ooh, you're like, I need something different.
I need something so different.
Yeah.
So
Fun.
that's where we'll be.
Nice.
I'm excited.
So next week we're going to talk about if you like this, then read this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we got
So,
some pretty good recs
With
for that.
all
Yeah.
sorts of things.
So you'll have to check out that episode and leave us a 5-star review if you liked this episode.
We'll see you in the next video.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.